Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Don't really have that many reviews to do. It's very light. I have, it's really just a chapter review and Strike the Blood. But I really didn't get that much sleep, so I'm probably just going to do this now. And I might watch a few anime, but I'm not sure. So, I guess what I'll do is I'll do this, and then later today I'll do, Strike the Blood. Yeah. Because there's really nothing else out. Besides Strike the Blood, it's probably going to be Nobu no Gun, episode 2 review, but it's not out yet. So, yeah. But yeah, His Strongest Disciple, Kenichi, chapter 552. This one going to... Not a lot happened, mind you. Not a lot happened in this chapter. This chapter was very light. The only thing that happened really in this chapter was Kenichi, Miyu, Sakaki, and Akisame. They go to the house. Well, it's not a house. It's more like a condo or excuse me, of this woman. Find out from last chapter we had found out it was a woman. Who knows where Shigure is? Who has information on the executioner blade? That whole bit. So they basically go to the apartment and they come into the room where this person lives, and she isn't a martial artist, but what she is she's blind. And apparently we find out she's the half-sister. Or you can reverse it as that her brother is a half-brother to her, Rin. That's the guy who was in the armor. And basically, her name is from what we found out from last week. Kidou, whatever her name was, Review-Kiyoi Kidou. And she's blind, like I said. Yeah, Kiyoi Kidou. And she's blind, and she's basically saying to them as they first meet her up, saying that they're all sturdy, and there's a girl there too. And then they're like, it's saying, oh, is she blind? And basically, what was funny about this chapter is the fact that she said her brother knew everything, or to some extent knows a lot about Ryuno Senpaku. And saying that Ryuno Senpaku is the only force that can defeat the darkness. And I find it strange that she told them this, because it makes me wonder how much Rin knows about Ryuno Senpaku from this chapter. She also explains that it was her brother that allowed her to live in this apartment. And she explains how, saying to them, how, Ryuno Senpaku, even though they're violent, you guys are violent, you're gentle in a way, and you help people and such. And she brings up the fact that what else she bring up? Yeah, that her brother Rin was the one that allowed her to live there and allowed to live in Japan and to live this comfortable life that she's living. But she brings up the fact that she thinks that it is for her brother's benefit that you stop him. The reason being that recently she got called got a call from her brother telling her to leave Japan. And that's when this all comes full forward. And basically she explains that that her brother and his comrades are planning to destroy a few countries to rupture the balance of the world. And one of them is Japan. And then Aki-sama is talking to Sakaki and saying, in the eternal sunset. And she's basically saying, I want to watch everything from here. I don't want to leave. And she's like, please stop my brother, And the others, they're terrible monsters in the world of martial arts. My brother is into. You're the only one who can stop them. And they find this satellite phone. And she says that he's always the one calling me. I can't call him back. So, basically that means this is the way she talks to him. Now, then after we find this out, we go from that back to Shigure. And she's teaching these guys how to make swords and shit. And it's kind of funny, in a way. So she's teaching them how to make swords and stuff. And they're making the swords, and she's teaching them all of this stuff. And we see that, a few of the soldiers are like, they're upset that they're allowing Shigure to do this. And basically they became her disciples. They, training her spirits and so on and so forth. And, and that's basically what's going on here. And then she brings up, it was kind of funny, this part, because she was saying about missiles, comparing missiles to swords. And Shigure states this one part where I was never able to like weapons like missiles. When weapons get too far away from people's hands, they can't create anything anymore. Which is kind of funny. And during this conversation, she breaks out. In the nude, by the way. She breaks out silently. And we find out while she's trying to break out, Executioner Blade has returned. And she lightly tries to get away and comes into this office area and encounters this phone. And we see Executioner Blade coming in, looking all badass and shit, kind of. And we see her saying, I think she's talking to them. No, she's not talking to them. She's talking to Tachimaru. Do you know how to use this? And he's shaking his head no. And that's where the chapter ends. And when the guy with the sunglasses is saying, where is that swordsman? And finally a hotline connecting Shigure and Rin Sanpaku. The Executioner Blade is getting closer. A phone she does not know how to use. And that's the last part of the chapter. Overall, pretty good chapter. Like I said, 4 out of 5. Not a lot happened. But we found some interesting facts about what they're planning now. And how they're going to destroy Japan, pretty much. The executioner, the darkness. That's what they're doing. They're going to countries and they're destroying them. And taking over. Trying to tip the balance. Excuse me. In their favor. And we also find out that, this Ren guy, he's not that bad. I mean, from a standpoint. Because you really think about it. He decided to, he decided, if he's helping out his sister to live there, He's telling her to move away. He cares to a certain extent. And the fact that she told Ryun Sonpaku that he feels that Ryun Sonpaku is the only thing there that can defeat the darkness tells me that he's trying to, like, on the side say, yeah, I'm letting these guys know on the side. Kind of thing. But this was a good chapter. Not a lot happened, though, but we can see now the connection here. It seems like they're going to be able to talk to Shigure. We'll see if she learns how to use the fucking satellite phone. If she can learn to use it, she should be able to call them, and they can get their asses over there and save her. But we have to wait and see on that. But I could definitely see that in this chapter, the Rin guy, he trying to help. He's trying to help very slightly. He's not completely evil. And the Executioner Blade. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. Like I said, not much happened in this chapter. Now, I was saying before, I didn't have that much sleep. I got up late today. And I was kind of one of those days where I was like, So, I'm thinking the only other thing I have to do is strike the blood. Yeah. So I'll do this. I just did the review of Kenichi. And probably I'll do is strike the blood will happen later today. Yeah. Later today, along with, what was it? Whatever else is coming out. Which is probably Nobu no Gun, Maggie, and I guess 7W Sins. So yeah, that's the story. But yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922. After this, I'll probably just watch a little anime and then go to bed and stuff. But an okay chapter of Kenichi. Looks like they got the connection here. Hopefully they can get their asses down there. Get able to talk to Shigure and find out what's going on. And save her. And find a way to get to her. So that's pretty much what was the deal in this chapter. As far as by the way, I didn't go see Eva, unfortunately. I'm sorry. No. Might go Tuesday to see it. If I go by myself, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I'll wait until February. It's all right. I'm getting. So yeah, that's the story. Bankai 922. See you guys later. Another fan service of Shigure. Hey, they can talk to her. And we now know guys are destroying Japan. That's deep. They're blowing shit up. See ya.